Okay, I know I said in my live stream that I was gonna do the Toriko chapter review tomorrow, but I decided to make some extra time because this chapter seemed very important. So, Toriko chapter review! Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Toriko chapter 269, Inherited Hearts. So the chapter begins where we see these three-tailed mice looking up into the sky, noticing the Emperor Ring. We all know that this ring forms whenever there are two very strong opponents facing off against each other. So who are these tough opponents? Terry, Quinn, and Kiss! Yes, we get to see them again, ever since after the Bishokukai Neo invasion of the Cooking Fest. So it's great to see these three again after this time skip. Although I don't know where the hell Yoon is, but hopefully we'll get to see Yoon before we head back to Gourmet World. So why are these three here together? It turns out that they were training by having a three-way battle with each other. Now we get this like one panel where we see, I think their speed, I don't know, but it looks pretty fast. It's like three multicolored lines entangling with each other. However, their sparring session stops because they notice somebody approaching them, and it turns out it's Toriko. Yes, Toriko and Terry reunite ever since he went off to Gourmet World, and it's a very nice reunion. And now that Toriko's here, we know how big Terry has gotten. Pretty freaking huge, because all Toriko can do is hug Terry's nose. So Toriko tells Terry that they will both be hunting together again in Gourmet World. So according to Toriko, Terry, Kiss, and Queen, that was the manga stream translation, but I always call it Quinn, but it's also the Japanese pronunciation of that name, so I guess I'll have to call her Queen now. So he says that these three are ready to go off into Gourmet World. I'm so glad because I really do want to see how strong these three have gotten. I mean, it's been a year and a half, and since they are able to form an Emperor Ring of their own, they must have been like really strong right now. So their reunion was interrupted by another character, and it turns out to be Tom. Wow, I haven't seen this guy in like forever. I don't remember the last time I saw this guy. I don't know. Tom is back, so yeah. You know, reuniting with Toriko, going to have some alcohol, judging by what he has in his hand. He hasn't really changed that much. So we cut back to Ichiryuu headquarters, and from Mansan's meeting with one of his subordinates, the Saiseiya are on the move to restore the soil in the human world. You know, speaking of Saiseias, is Yosaku dead? Because the last time we saw the Zeroth Biotope, well, some of its members, they were beaten by the Blue Nitros. It hasn't really been confirmed whether they are dead or not, except Ichiryuu died, but the rest, we don't know what happened to them. Because it would kind of suck if all of them were dead, especially Melk II, Yosaku, Goemon, and Warden Love. Oh, and Ryu and Rap. I mean, seriously, all that hype over Zeroth Biotope, and in the end, they were all defeated like that. Kind of sucks. Well, according to Mansan, thanks to the Billion Bird, vitality has returned to the human world, and with that, the IGO will be rebuilt, and the Gourmet Age will return to its former glory. So not only did we get to see Tom, we also get to see another familiar face, Johannes, the IGO Development Bureau Chief. Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in a while. Are Tom and Johannes still relevant characters? Well, anyway, he informs Mansan that the capture level measuring devices, they're nearly completed, so that they can use them for the Gourmet World ingredients. For those of you who don't know, those capture level measuring devices, they were used during the 4 Beast arc to measure the 4 Beast limbs. Also, Rin used it on Terry, but the capture level was immeasurable. Mansan also says that they're gonna need the Gourmet World's ingredients, and they're going to need the strength of those 4, referring to the 4 Heavenly Kings. Then Mansan takes a look at the Billion Bird egg, and he remembers the time that him and Ichiryuu found Toriko, thus giving us a flashback of sad memory as we see Mansan and Ichiryuu finding Toriko lying on the ground nearly passed out. According to Ichiryuu, Toriko was born with gourmet cells, but what he said kinda confused me. Even now, it looks like a monster is gonna come bursting out, and not just one. Was he referring to the others, Coco, Sunny, and Zebra? Because we only see Toriko, Ichiryuu, and Mansan in this flashback, not those 3. Or is he referring that Toriko has another gourmet spirit? spirit with him, not just the one that we usually see, because I don't recall a person who has gourmet cells have more than one gourmet spirit. Well, anyway, Ichiryuu gives Toriko a loaf of bread, which he takes, and Ichiryuu notices that Toriko's fingernails are nearly gone. Ew. Now, usually when you give food to a hungry person, they would eat it right away. Instead, Toriko puts the loaf of bread under his shirt and walks away. Where is he going? He's going back to his village, and he's going to share the bread with all the people in his village. Wait, Toriko used to live in a village? I want to know more about this. Well, knowing Toriko and his state, it must be a very poor village. But still, I really do want to know more about Toriko's past. Before Toriko can walk even further, his hunger got the best of him and he passes out. Ichiryuu notices that Toriko doesn't have any fingernails left because he kept biting them in order to keep his mind off his empty stomach. Holy crap, I feel bad for the guy. Also, ew! Because of Toriko's actions of wanting to give the bread right away to the others, he decides to take him in and raise him as his own. And it also seems that he foreshadowed of what was going to happen in this series, saying, "A person who has a giving heart. My full course exists for people just like this. When the day comes that the gourmet age is brought to its knees, the heart will surely take the era and all its people in its arms with all its might and lift them back up." Ichiryuu then says that someday when Toriko puts together his own full course menu, that he would like to see it himself. But now he won't because he's dead. I'm sad now. Why did Ichiryuu have to die? Stupid Blue Nitro. Why did he kill him? Sorry, my emotions got the best of me. But still, I want to know why the hell that Blue Nitro killed him. Well, anyway, the flashback ends, and Mansan gives a toast, raises the glass containing the billion bird egg, and says within his thoughts, "Your feelings have also become a part of Toriko's full course." This is actually a very nice moment. I mean, I like the fact in the previous chapter that Toriko added Ichiryuu's main course as his drink in honor of Ichiryuu, and this moment that Mansan had, it was also very nice, and we at least learned a little more about Ichiryuu and Toriko. We got back to this place. I don't know what that is. Well, it turns out it is Gourmet World, the Food Immersion Cape. We see two people on the Food Immersion Cape, and it turns out to be Setsuno and Master Jiro. Yes, we finally get to see these guys ever since the time skip started. I've been wondering what the hell they've been doing this whole time they've been in Gourmet World. Well, anyway, they're on the Food Immersion Cape when they noticed Ichiryuu's hors d'oeuvre, the Million Tree. According to Master Jiro, Midora planted the Million Tree and placed it as a gravestone. So this is where Ichiryuu was buried. And it's not only the Million Tree. Midora did something to these plants called the Food Immersion flowers, which were in full bloom, even though Setsuno recalled that they were dried up long time ago. So Midora can also revive ingredients like Seiseas? I don't know. Well, the reason why Midora took Ichiryuu there as a burial place was because the Food Immersion Cape was where Ichiryuu, Midora, and Master Jiro used to train back in the old days. And back then, Midora was the weakest one, and now Midora is now so strong that not even Jiro himself will be able to handle him. Setsuno tells Jiro that they shouldn't focus on Midora so much since he will pay eventually for destroying the human world, and right now they have to focus on Joa. Jiro even said that him and Setsuno were going to fight Joa themselves. Okay, if that were to happen, please, Shimabukuro, don't kill off Jiro and Setsuno, please. I like these characters. Well, anyway, it's almost nighttime in Gourmet World, and Setsuno said that they both have to be very careful because they might very well meet their end in Gourmet World. So now both Setsuno and Jiro have to wait in Food Immersion Cape in Gourmet World until Toriko and the others show up. So I don't know if this is the last we're going to see them for quite a while, but it seems like that. But Jiro did foreshadow that him and Setsuno won't be going back to Human World again. And speaking of Human World, we cut back to Komatsu, who went to visit Setsuno in her restaurant. But instead he meets Nono, who tells him that Setsuno went off to Gourmet World. So Komatsu tells Nono that the chefs should stick together and do everything they can to help the Human World. With that, he says goodbye and is about to leave, but Nono stops him and asks Komatsu if he's going to Gourmet World. Komatsu says yes, so Nono then invites Komatsu for dinner at Setsuno Dining Hall. Wait, did Nono ask Komatsu out? Oh my god. Are Komatsu and Nono gonna hook up? Oh wait, what about Melk II? Oh my god, Komatsu, he's got a bit of a love triangle going on. Sorry. It's just, it seems like this might be a potential pairing, but then again, whatever happened with Melk II? I thought Komatsu had a crush on her, but it seems that maybe these two might, maybe? I don't know. All I know is that Melk II's got some competition. Well, anyway, Nono invites Komatsu to have some dinner, and he says yes, and Nono is so happy over this. Now, back with Toriko and Tom, they're just sitting down, relaxing, having a little going away party before Toriko heads off to Gourmet World. However, Toriko says that before he goes, he needs to go talk to someone, and we get a panel of him thinking about that tree that they saw in the first Biotope blind spot, and it seems that Toriko is going to talk to that mysterious Nitro. Oh, thank God, they're gonna go back to that, because I was wondering what the hell was with that Nitro. Well, anyway, Toriko then also says that since his next journey is going to be a long one, he doesn't know if he's going to be able to come back to the human world again. And then the chapter ends with Tom saying, "Kick back and take it easy until you guys leave. After all, you're the human world's strongest members." As we get panels of Toriko, Coco, Sunny, Zebra, and Komatsu. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 269. What did I think? Well, I kind of like this chapter. The flashback I liked because we get to see more of Toriko's past. Although I really wish we know more about him, but maybe we won't get that for quite a while. But I did like it because we got to see Ichiryuu again, and seeing how much he admired Toriko and how he fully trusts him for taking care of the human world, bringing back the gourmet age. But it also made me sad that Ichiryuu kind of died. But basically this chapter is a little catch up of what's going on after the billion bird egg restored the food shortage, and finally work is getting done in the human world. But not only did we see human world, but we also saw Gourmet World, and we get to see where Ichiryuu was buried, and we get to see Setsuno and Jiro again. According to them, of what they said, and I'm a bit worried here, they said that they are not gonna come back, may not come back, which means that they might die in Gourmet World. I hope they don't get killed, because they were mentioning that they might have to fight against Joa, and with Joa and his god cooking, her god cooking, I don't know. I know Joa looks like Froze, but I'm a bit confused if Joa really is Froze or not. He is Froze, well, as a zombie, but I don't know. I'm a bit confused with that, but I really hope that they don't die, because Naki Master Jiro and Setsuno are my favorite characters in this series. It kind of sucks that they would die, but who knows what might happen. But, you know, overall, I kind of like this chapter. It's building up to the departure of the Gourmet World, which final freaking Lee, we're gonna get to see the Gourmet World again. Yay! Next week, hopefully. According to the text on the bottom, Acacia's secret is finally revealed, which means next week's chapter, we're going to see that Nitro in first Biotope. I want to know more about Acacia's secrets, because there is so much about him that we haven't learned about. Like, what happened during his time when him and Froze went off with the Blue Nitros to find God. I want to know more, like, what exactly are his full course dishes. Anyway, we know that there's a secret about Acacia, and it's going to be revealed next week, and which I'm looking forward to hearing about. And also, next week, the heroes head into the Gourmet World. Finally, Gourmet World! Yay! But I'm also wondering what's going to happen with the Bishoka Kai Neo, what's going on with them. But we probably won't know for quite a while. But hopefully we will, eventually. But I am looking forward to next week's chapter, because Acacia's secret's going to be revealed, and finally Gourmet World. Yay! So overall, I thought the chapter was pretty good. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 269. Tell me guys, what do you think of this week's chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you have any idea what this so-called secret of Acacia's that's going to be revealed? And are you looking forward to finally seeing Gourmet World for reals this time? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it, and subscribe to more videos. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Toriko chapter 269. I'm going to respond 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.